Sorry, trying to reset my camera. Maybe a touch more light. There we go. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Dad and Cat. Tonight, we're starting a new series. It'll be our Tuesday night series, although Steph was pointing this out to me. This is a game that I could play with Cat on Saturdays when there's not another game that we want to play. So it could be all over the place. But looking excited to start playthrough Breath of the Wild to prepare for Tears of the Kingdom in May. And since I'll probably only play this a couple hours every week and a half, there's a chance I get to it every week, but probably more like every week and a half if I rotate other games in here and there. That'll probably put us right on track to play this up till. So I think it'll be good to start. This was the leading vote getter, although it was pretty close on the chat poll over on Discord. Second place was Ocarina of Time, but it narrowly lost to this game. So we're going to have some fun. I'm going to be starting a brand new save file. So here in a minute, I'm actually going to delete my old Switch save file. There's nothing I'd be going back to it for. So I was thinking through and I was like, there's really no reason not to just start over. The other issue is the Switch OLED that I stream off of. It's my secondary account because that way all the digital games that I buy are on like the main family Switch, so that any of the other accounts, like the kids or Steph's, can play any of my digital software and be perfectly fine on that Switch. But if I try to play on my secondary account on this Switch, it will not let me do the DLC, any of that stuff. So anyways, that's what's up. How are you guys tonight out there in Streamland? I know I'm going to be watching the chat a little bit because a little closer because Bat is going to be a little late. Apparently she is going somewhere in person to watch a podcast. I try to tell her those are things you listen to and you don't really have to go anywhere for them. But nevertheless, Bat, our fearless moderator, said she will be running late because she went to watch a podcast. So whatever in the world that means, that's what it is. So tonight's playthrough is going to be pretty fun. For one thing, I haven't played this game in about 3 years. I more recently earlier this year, played Age of Calamity, which has a different button scheme. So I'm curious to see which muscle memory takes precedence. That'll be kind of interesting. I'll probably pick it up again though. This is how long ago I played this. When I played this before, wind bombing wasn't even a thing. Like, it became a thing right about the time I finished this playthrough and was like, I'm done. I've gotten the most out of it that I'm gonna do, which means I've never done wind bombing, and I might try it at some point. We'll see. That could be pretty fun. The other thing that's fun is I don't have a shortcut for it. I need to set one up, but we've got a little RNG action happening here. So when we finish a quest or a shrine, we have to go to, it'll probably be the Claw unless we get tired of this and find a better one. I know I saw some spinny wheels, other things out there. We're going to go and have it pick a number, and then I have a list of all the shrines, all the quests. I've even got them color-coded by certain ones that don't unlock until other ones are unlocked. And basically we'll let the number pick what we're doing next. So tonight, basically what'll happen is I'll start, play through till I get the instructions for the plateau shrines. Then, before I do any of the plateau shrines, I got to pull up the number thing 1 through 4, figure out what order we're going in. So that'll be pretty fun. Then, once that's unlocked and the plateau is opened up and we're free to leave, then we get to expand it to, I think there's like 200, 300 things. And if it's like, hey, you got to go do a quest up in Rito Village with no gear and no towers unlocked, that's where we're going. So that's this playthrough. We're following the random number generator. That's what it's all about. So I'll probably have to explain this again as people hop on tonight. But nevertheless, that is what we are up to. So we also, one other thing, I did post in Discord. There's a little thread of some banner things I made that building off one of the couple of the designs that Dio sent me in a thread that you guys can check out and let me know which one you like best for my Cup of Java Minecraft SMP Middle Earth. So that's pretty exciting. Got to play around with those a little bit today. Huge thanks to Dio for providing some help and as well getting me those links to Planet Minecraft, which apparently is the secret banner source behind Dio's genius all this time. I thought he was just an amazing banner maker, which he probably is still, but he apparently has had an encyclopedia to look up. So good for him. And I think that's it. So if you're out there, let me know how it's going out there in chat. We're going to hop over to Breath of the Wild and get going. Oh, plus it's Tuesday night. So we got memes of the week, Mario Galaxy Edition. That'll be coming up here closer to probably 10:45, 11. We did get started a little late tonight. The kids, they wanted to argue about a lot of stuff before bed. So you parents know how that is. So without further ado, let's get over to Breath of the Wild. Now, I'm not sure if this is the best spot for the camera for this game. We'll see how it goes. But you guys did seem to like the full screen games with the camera. So there we go. Dio, welcome. I don't know if you heard it. I was just bragging on your banner skills and then saying that I was shocked to find that you were using an encyclopedia all this time. But also I did post some designs that I made off the ones you sent me, and huge thanks for that. So let me know what you think of those in the Discord when you get a chance. But welcome, Dio. And da-da-da-da!
Howdy.
Welcome, Stephanie.
I'm going to go get my tea in a second.
So she's...
But I
welcome her and then say, get out of here, because she's leaving. It's just a tool. That's right. Yeah. All right, I got to do something shocking here.
Start the game?
Well, I was trying to let people get going. You know, our chat kind of wanders in, and I didn't want to just like start it up right in front of.
That's going to be late.
Yeah, I talked about that. All right, guys, this is the hurtful part here. That was 120 shrine completed save file that just got deleted. Plus I think I had all the amiibo gear and all that stuff. But I was never going to play it again. So there's no reason to just to keep it. And I don't want to move the switches around in between streams all the time. I can't because I could if I wanted to just play the game because I've got a physical card. But if I wanted to play the DLC Dio, it's attached to my personal account, and on my Switch OLED, which is my streaming Switch, it would not be able to do the DLC if I started a game on a different account on the Switch. So it's all good. I was never gonna play that again anyway. So
The old one?
yeah. Open your eyes. Yeah. It's also how my cousin deleted my Wii U save file, which I was a little more upset about. Because that one I was actually trying to get all the armor upgrades and all the Koroks.
He'd given up on Koroks.
Wake up, Link.
We're not doing Koroks. Like, 900 of them.
If they're around.
Who is this young man in his boxer shorts? It's another video game, the movie. It's really weird when it starts up and he's not like a goose or a chicken or Zelda or...
Huh?
He's just Link. He's not every... like all the mods that are around and stuff now. It's gonna be interesting playing this again after several years away.
I started it earlier this summer, but then you started me playing Minecraft, so I haven't played it in a while.
What is this?
It's a Sheikah
Knuckles are loud. Turn up the controls a little. All right. Where is... I think this is what I want. Nope. I guess it saved my there we go. I have to do B for jump. That's just a thing. Can I find that Korok back here right away? Nope. That would be interesting. All right. Let's do the pedestal. So, fun story. When I got this game, this is literally, like, I literally went into it completely blind, which was amazing. I basically had heard there was a new Zelda game on the Wii U, which we had, and I was like, oh, that'll be fun. And so I asked for it for Christmas. I got it.
It will help
The sound is off.
your long slumber.
Oh no, OBS. On us or on the or on the game? The webcam is perfect. Okay. Figure out what's going on here. Advanced audio properties. Elgato. Are you hearing the sound first or later? See if that somehow magically... Any better? It's really weird. And if the sound is later, that means I can't fix it. Oh, okay. So something with the Switch was being weird. Perfect. I was like, if the sound is earlier and the video is later, which is what usually happens, I can offset it in a delay, but I don't think I can forward set it. Oh, it's Link. I know this. You throw barrels in Zelda games. Break all the pots. Give me stuff.
Get some pants.
You get some. I don't.
Open the treasure box.
I'm wearing shorts. I'm throwing barrels.
Alright. What do?
Yeah, it's always good when that's in your plan. Step 1, invent time travel. That's all. That's basically it, Avengers Endgame. What do we need to do? Step 1, invent time travel. Let's go. I'm not one of those I'm going to run around with no clothes on kind of Breath of the Wild players.
You
That
are?
that doesn't. No, I'm not one.
Oh.
Whee! Look at me skipping around. All right. Okay, that is crouching. What's sprint? Oh, X. X is sprint. I was trying to do a lot of games do the left stick for sprints. I was doing
Hold the
that. All right,
Sheikah
get the
slate
controls
up to
back.
the pedestal. That will show you the way.
So I went in completely blind. That's basically all I knew. There was a new Zelda game. People said it was really good. It kind of, art style looked a little bit like a more grown-up Wind Waker
On the Switch? Or I mean on the Wii.
on the Wii U. And I was like, okay, I like Zelda. Why not? I'll ask for it. So I went in when I got the game. I knew nothing about it, and it was just an amazing experience. Like people ask sometimes, like if you could go back and play a game for the first time without any memory of it, what would you play? That's a good question for you, chat. What would you play? For me, it'd probably be this game because it just felt so new and so big, and just I knew
Link,
nothing going in.
You are
It was just
the
a lot
light.
of fun.
Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again.
Time to shine.
Now go.
You go. Your Wii U got to work out. Yes. That was my first playthrough, was on Wii U. Then I ended up getting it for Switch when we got a Switch. Just crying.
It got deleted on the Wii U, right?
Yeah, that was my save file that got deleted by my cousin. The one I was actually wanting to try to 100%.
And you like kept telling them, okay, don't do this because that'll delete.
Don't start a new. Don't. You have to do a new thing.
And then they did
Alright,
it anyway.
so that guy's not in there yet.
Ian tried to blame Kat, I believe. Like,
Of
dude,
course.
she's a little kid.
Yeah, she was a lot smaller.
Oh, when was Wii U even out?
Wii U, Wii U, Wii U. Here we go.
Oh, that's where you discover
Alright.
you can climb.
In this part. Yeah, the climbing in this game just completely changed, like, the way, I don't know, the way I see video games. Like, I feel like every game going forward is sort of going to be compared to Breath of the Wild, in that if you're locked into, like, a tunnel system, like, there better be a really good reason other than just, like, you can't, like, go up a hill.
So is the next one, the Tears of whatever, gonna be as open? Or do you think they'll have a locked-in story?
I feel like they'll adjust the story to be more linear, but I feel like hopefully they'll keep the world more open. Oh wait, let's.
Especially since it's taken so long for it to
All right,
come out.
we got a weapon.
There's a mushroom over there.
There's a bunch of.
Hey,
Stuff.
there's a shrine.
Hey, there's a place over here.
There's a shrine. Oh, wait. I just peeked.
Isn't there a cork in here? I keep wanting to sprint with.
Is there?
Okay, I gotta remember I do not have a paraglider.
Nope, never heard that.
I keep wanting to sprint with the left stick.
Oh, I wonder why.
I'll die only while I'm on the plateau before I get a paraglider again. Is he in here?
What Korok? I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a Korok in that like bathtub.
I don't see one. Retriever. Done.
Oh no! Man, I hope weapons breaking isn't a thing in this game. That would be crazy annoying. Part of me hopes that weapons are more durable, a little more durable, so like the early game isn't as crazy annoying in the new game. But then another part of me is like, hey, they should just be like, you know what? You thought they were bad then. We're gonna make them break even faster in this game, just to teach you. I wanted to bomb those trees.
You don't have a bomb. Bomb, bomb, bomb.
You think you have to beat the plateau first before the dude appears? Maybe, or maybe you at least have to activate the shrine thingies with the old man. Oh, I got multiple weapons. Let's use this stick. This is our secret stick. Ooh, there's like a really rare beetle here, I think. I'm going to get me a blue bug, blue bug. Beware, we quiet. I'm hunting beetles. Bladed rhino beetle.
Save it for Beetle.
You're a little worried it'll be a Majora's Mask type sequel? You mean like it'll be so weird that it'll kind of like undo the success? Hey, I'm getting mushrooms. Stop interrupting me.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Oh, there's a map. It's a map. Follow the Sheikah Slate, weird and dark. Yeah, I don't want it to be too dark. Like, I don't mind if there's a couple, like, spookier areas. Like, that's fine. That's always been part of Zelda. But, like, I don't want to go crazy with it. Because I like the sunshine and not being like scared of my games. You know what we should do?
Push it off.
Kill the old man. And get that paraglider by force.
You missed.
Or did I? I remember seeing a clip a long time ago. I think it might have been like Point Crow or someone. They were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing a like permadeath run,
Where are you going?
Breath of the Wild." They literally came over here and like forgot they didn't have the paraglider or something,
and jumped off.
and just fell off and died like 30 seconds into their like permadeath run that they were all like pumped up for.
That's
I want to roll into it. I want to roll.
It's not a thing.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't roll.
Is there a way to roll?
No.
Is that Skyward Sword?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm getting all these.
He doesn't roll. Just jump up and grab the apple.
No.
You could hit a tree eventually when you get a better weapon.
Could hit you if I had a better weapon. I
Everyone
mean,
hear that? Did everyone hear that?
no.
You jump off of that cliff, I think. Or no, you jump over there. To
Wee. This is fun. Climbing. There's a
You're going
butterfly.
the wrong way already.
I'm gonna get a butterfly.
You're not though. You don't have a net.
You don't have a net. All right, let's go get these goobers.
And the game's like, dude, you're supposed to be on this way. Boy, there's weapons though.
Mmm, steak is good. I'm loading up.
But there's bad guys.
What bad guys?
The ones that are. Oh, you missed the lizard though.
You're a
Boring. With the stick. Get 'em. Oops. Take its thing. Go get it. Go, go. There you go. Oh no.
no.
Oh no.
No! It's okay. I swim in. I swim in.
but-
There's no. Oh no.
Wrong way. Wrong way. Go that way.
There's no land. I was looking for land. Ooh, there's a shiny.
Oh, what are you doing there? Because you're gonna die. Oh, I guess go to the map. Can you go back to your first shrine?
I don't think I can teleport till I've gotten the tower activated.
Oh, yeah. Well, keep trying. Maybe you can make it to the middle part.
Yeah, he's still, even when he's not swimming. This is gonna be so close. Permadeath run over. Just kidding. What's my last save? Is it from the, like when I ran out of the thing?
Maybe.
'Cause I got all the stuff from the Bokoblins.
Yeah, but you also died.
You died.
Well, it wouldn't have saved all your... There, it saved you right there. So you don't have all the stuff, but you're right there. So instead of trying to get all the stuff, kill them first. Go grab one of those weapons and kill them. Nope, they got them. Too slow.
You're slow.
I am just sitting here. There's not
I'm getting all these spicy peppers, so if I have to go up on that stupid cold shrine first when we do the randomizer. Oh no, no, wait,
I
wait.
told you, you need a new stick. Don't ever listen. It's almost dead already.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh no! I was trying to flurry rush. We dead.
Can we not
All right. New strat.
Get the weapon first.
Be awesome.
Get the weapon first before they grab it, instead of going around for all the food.
Link's hungry.
Okay.
Oh. I was like, am I dead?
You're still
I thought I grabbed the weapon.
You did, but it got broken right away because you grabbed one of those things, the fire lighter.
Oh
That's the word. What are you doing?
no! I was throwing the barrel off the tree.
Oh my goodness, you said you were gonna finish the plateau like tonight.
Yeah, I was like, that'll be done the first like 40 minutes. I
No.
forgot how much fun it is to goof off in this game.
First 20 minutes are you trying to kill bokoblins.
Buckgoblins?
Bokoblins?
Are they like deer?
Maybe it was a boko spear. I don't know, I guess it's just that. Oh, you're still using your trigger, that's why. Switch to the bokoblin.
I tried to switch.
I don't know.
It was showing.
Don't go off the edge. That's where you died last time. Badly damaged. Oh, a torch? That's not that helpful. Did you get them all? Almost.
Hey, dummy.
You need a weapon.
What's the weapon switching?
There.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
You did it.
Look. MLG right here. Speed run.
MLG.
Major League Gaming.
You take the
I don't need a stupid lizard. I'm not making elixirs. That's one thing they probably
made
should fix
those.
in the new game is like give you a reason to want to like make elixirs.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the? There we go. All right, guys.
Oh, no.
It's time
Derbius.
for cooking with Josh. Let's do 2 and 2. Let's do 3. All right. Here we go. First cooking. Woo! Spicy. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. All right. Let's make. And throw an apple in there, just for some sweetness. Sweet and spicy. Some savory mushrooms. Mmm. Spicy fruit. Everyone's favorite. Skewer has more hearts than I do. Probably should just cook one of these at a time since I have 3 hearts. Got a little carried away there. I really wanted those spicy ones though for. Oh. Alright. Let's go. Oh, there's more mushrooms. Some of those. Was that the Master Sword? I see it. But you can't jump from over here. There's a spot you have to jump off of. Hey, old guy. I'm ignoring you.
Are you ignoring
Beastman! Uh-oh, chaos. I'm waiting for... Let's see what this chaos is. Alright, here we go. That was the worst dive ever. You're not Hesty, but you can see me? I didn't know your kind can see the children of the forest. My kind? You, watch your mouth there. You run into Hestu, please return this to him. Oh, thanks. It has a distinct smell.
Your pocket just got a little smellier.
You're hiding in lots of places. La, da, 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 da. They did really, I mean, with the video capabilities they have, they did really good with the art direction. Here. All right, Master Sword. Here we go. Da 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 da. What?
Rusty broadsword.
My favorite streamer, Rusty Broadsword. I guess a broadsword is a little green. The fish. You know, you can catch fish with your hands, like look like a bear. I hope they have real fishing in Tears of the Kingdom. I think that'll be Dio's make or break on that game, is whether or not you can go fishing. He built a fishing game in season 2 of Basement Craft. It was really fun. Had like a timer and everything and a point system. All right, should we go talk to Geezer over here? Hello, Geezer. Oh-ho.
Steal his apple. That's how he talks to you.
Or,
Steal it.
or,
You're gonna chop him in half.
let's go, old man.
Easy there.
Easy, big fella. All right, can you take your apple? I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go take it about whenever you please. You obviously haven't watched the first 20 minutes of this playthrough, because I can take whatever I want. Oh, forgive me, I could not resist pulling your leg. I'm secretly Ganondorf, here to trick you into doing tasks for me.
Yikes.
That would have been a good twist. I was kind of wondering if that would happen based on Ocarina of Time. Like, will this be Ganondorf? Like, ha, you unlocked the key that lets me take over the world. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. Dude, I've got like skewers of stuff. I'm a professional cook. Your baked apple, it's a little basic for me.
You add honey to the apple.
It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Another soul? Notice he didn't say person or body.
Oh.
Oh! Beastman gifting Dio a 1-month subscription. Thank you so much, Beastman. And Dio, enjoy those emotes, especially our fiery animated Trogdor one. And I think the emotes are most of the perks. And not having to watch any commercials, if there should be any. Chaos! I like that kind of chaos. It's good chaos.
Is very nice.
Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. Yeah, till later, then you're going to talk our ear off for like 30 minutes. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. Hum-de-dum-de-dum. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Bye. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what this dude has to say.
It doesn't. You don't have to listen to him to unlock whatever the next.
No, I just have to go to the thing. All right.
There's apples up there.
Time to deforest the nation. And there's some eggs.
Go to bed.
Let's get eggs. Incredible edible egg. I forgot how much fun this game is. Oh, and you can't float. I keep trying to float.
No, no floating.
Uh-oh. There's a body down there.
Go up to the up there, because there's scary stuff down there.
Is there any treasure chest in this one? I always forget.
This specific one? I don't think so. I think there's a scary monster in the further one.
There's a scary monster. Like right here. This would have been a perfect spot for a little treasure chest.
Seared steak, though. That's sort of a
All
treasure.
right.
Man, that'd be a good treasure in real life. You just gonna jump out and get him? Nope, he ran away. He's done with you. Wait a minute, what's happening?
Come on, buddy.
Oh no. Now you want me to
Hey Google, set timer for 5 minutes. I might want to save.
5 minutes.
Hit him.
Starting now.
Oh, it's
Why? Oh, you're not done yet. Is he dead? You can hold ZL.
Oh yeah, ZL.
I was wondering when that would show up. You get the thing?
Yeah.
Alright, head to the tower. If
Yeah,
I
I
were
was
you.
gonna.
You gonna check this guardian thing out?
No. Oh yeah, I guess I do that. Hey.
It is a 5-minute redeem, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's double check here.
No, let's make it shorter.
I always gotta check.
Which one's the run?
Yep,
Is it the
5 minutes. There's the chaos.
jump? Is sprint the...
Is X. I always remap my jump button to B, so. Are we going this way?
That's where you're supposed to go, aren't
No, you're supposed to go down to that buried tower on the map. Look at your Sheikah slate.
you? Oh, over there where it's pointing. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. I mean, Cornifer, that's whose song I have in my head. The cooking song sounded a little bit like Cornifer's song. Hollow Knight.
Oh
The
yeah,
map
yeah.
guy. Boom, 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 boom.
Just
Alright, I gotta go check our
children are being loud. La la la. I was thinking earlier that if someone did a super cat, like this would be. Ooh, I don't have a paraglider. The one that I could do because I've actually played this game. Uh-oh. Where's the bad guy? He's over there. Kids are crying.
Ooh, I wonder if you can push that rock off on him.
Maybe. Oops, I ran out of energy.
You'll be too tired to do certain actions until it fills up again. Just like real life!
I got up this morning to try to see the blood moon at... Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Don't jump
Go get
down
their
there
stuff.
or you will die.
Go get their stuff.
I'm going.
I'm not running.
Aoda, or Cad and I got up at 5 in the morning, 5:50 in the morning to go see the stupid blood moon. And
Hey,
we couldn't see
you
over
missed the thing.
stupid buildings. And we couldn't see it. What? What thing? That?
Yeah,
I'll get to it!
there's stuff
There's more where?
over there. And a barrel.
And a barrel. Gotta get the barrel.
Look, I want to have good stuff when I get a plague.
I got you a shroom. Does that help?
Sure, go to the tower. Why are you going to death?
Where is the tower?
The buried thing right there? Or the thing on your map?
I'm glucking.
You're glucking at the map? You should probably look at it.
Oops. Bad guy.
You're gonna run out of
Steam
oxygen.
Oxygen? I mean, kind of, I guess. I mean,
He's all like, yeah, that massive chunk of roasting meat was just one steak. I think it's crazy how much stuff fits in Link's pockets. Like,
he's got the
it's pretty
Harry
amazing.
Potter extendable bag thing going on. What?
You gonna slide down?
Is that what I do?
I don't know.
I really don't
I don't know what you do. I know what I would do. I would have just walked in the open hole on the other
That's
side. But
boring. That's boring. You're boring everyone.
That's what I would've
You're
done.
boring everyone.
you gotta do all the fun stuff. Pushing the button, activating the forever long cutscene. People play the Wii U version for just so it loads faster by like milliseconds.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Like those speedrunner guys.
yeah. They mostly use emulators so they can have the clocks running for the achievements when they hit them. But they also usually use the Wii U version, and I forget there's a specific language they use to make cutscenes go a little faster, and the dialogue goes a little faster. Don't remember which scene it is though. Which language? It's not English. It's obviously not English. I don't think it's Japanese though. Someone in our chat probably knows which language that is. I should. I don't have them in there tonight, and I don't think we'll, at the pace I'm going, we'll get there. Because we have to do the shrines in random order once we get past this part. But I need to add maybe scan and ability conversation. Rotation.
One people. Which one do you have?
I have all the Breath of the Wild ones.
What?
I have the cards, those little tiny
Oh
cards.
yeah, those little cards. I forgot about those that give you like free stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and they have the. Oh,
Hey Google, stop timer.
enjoy.
Oh, they're distilling stuff. Link's gonna have fun. Zoop. Here we go.
Yesterday was like 70 degrees, and then today it was 50.
Remember.
No, it was almost 80 yesterday. It was crazy.
Try to remember.
Remember,
Whoa, the shiny thing's talking
you
to me.
have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast.
Really took advantage of his daylight
When the
saving
beast
switch.
regains its true power, this world will face its end.
What? It just started doing
Just
stuff.
now with
So we can see it.
Look at this.
Well, Zelda woke Link up when it was getting too hard to control it anymore.
That's okay.
So,
Now then, you must hurry, Link.
oh, we're gonna hurry. Hurry to do a bunch of other
Before it's
nonsense
too
before
late.
coming to save you.
Yeah,
That is for certain.
I always kind of felt bad when she would just randomly start talking, like, but I really want to go to this thing over here.
I did think it was a big mystery the first time I played it, whether or not she was still alive. Because, okay, this is not a spoiler-free run since I've played this game twice, 120 shrines twice. But since all the other characters you meet, like from that time, are all dead and ghosts, like spirits, like
Oh, yeah.
the king, the 4 champions,
Yeah.
I was like, is Zelda going to be a ghost as well? And like, this is like going to be a very bittersweet ending to the game. Like when
That
you
would've
finally
been
beat
crazy.
Ganon, she's like, my purpose is complete, and like, she's not there anymore. Doesn't he come talk to me, or is it when I climb all the way down?
I thought.
Oh yeah, when I climb all the way down, he'll be like, "Hey, teleport back to the top." Link just died in the worst way possible for a man to pass away. Did you see where he caught it? It's right in the biscuits.
Right.
As
Nice
they would
little
say
jump
on
shot.
Bluey. Right in the biscuits.
Oh, I missed that. I was the captain.
You're the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
Look
Are
at
you
me.
sure you're supposed to go down?
Yeah. Not up here.
Okay.
I hear Bluey.
Da, 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 da,
There it was.
da,
I missed the. I heard the audio. I missed the video, but
da. I saw it over here.
let it go. See, you can't just run around these like an idiot.
Or you could fall off and do a jump shot.
Not gonna lie, there are so many ways I'd much rather go. Who's talking to me?
That guy with the cool paraglider.
I want that. Give me that. Give it.
Live.
My would seem we have quite the enigma here. Enigma?
Oh.
Edward Enigma?
Edward Enigma.
This tower and others like it have erupted across the land one after another. Dude, just... It is almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop the tower? You need not conceal the truth from me. Truth be told, I saw the whole thing unfold from afar. Trying to trick this guy. I don't trust him. Though I could not hear anything, I did see you react as if you
He's
heard
trying to
something
trick
coming
you.
from the direction of the castle. Yeah, you want me to unlock something for you, Ganondorf. Don't point that lantern at me. Hit the nail on the head, did I? Did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? Seems I have some work to do as far as earning your trust goes. I suppose that is understandable. Give me the paraglider, and then I'll trust you. Give it. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. Not that fast, though.
Oh.
I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I
Why
do!
now?
There's so much good gear in there. I want to go get it right away. I had a feeling you would say that. There are some quests that if you unlock, you basically have to go into the thing.
The cookbook
So if our
one?
random...
Didn't you do that one once? Like
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, that wasn't you.
But if that unlocks like early as one of our random ones, we'll have to go in there. Here on this isolated plateau, we're surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. Just conveniently enough to keep you from leaving this place until you progress.
Wah, wah, wah.
If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that'd be quite another story. Hand it over! Oh ho, certainly, why not? But there is no such thing as a free item in this world. You know? Literally, dude, I've stolen everything I have on me. Everything is free in this world. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Is he gonna walk? Oh my gosh, you are the slowest walker. Quick question, chat. Anybody who knows? Do I have to do this shrine first, or can I do any of the others first? Basically, I want to know, do I need to do the randomizer now, or...
Oh.
Dude, we could have seen that from where we were just standing.
Yep.
You see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light?
No, I see a giant bird in the sky.
It
though.
began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground.
Oh. Okay.
I would think such a place, in case you missed it, there's a very long lingering shot of it. Might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider, a fair exchange, I believe. Yeah, but you'll probably be like, oh, you did that one. You'll have to do like 4 of them to get it. I know your tricks. All right. Let me get the mouse going. Time for some fun. All right, I believe...
What in the world?
let's
16.
4. All right. You thought the Bob Bird was a UFO? It might be. It was aliens. All right, guys, here we go. Which shrine are we going to first?
What, did you assign
I
the
thought I
number?
turned the song off.
Which one's
2. Well, I have my quest order right here.
Oh, okay.
Where are they?
Up top, probably.
No, I wrote them down somewhere. They're probably way at the bottom. There are a lot of things on this list. There's
The
not
first
actually.
things that you have to do are at the bottom.
Well, yeah, because this is where the shrines are.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one did we get? Not
2.
number? 2.
Jabide.
Jabide Shrine. All right. We are going to the bomb trial first. Thank you, Claw Machine. The claw. All right, dude. That's a nice shrine. I'm going this way. We get to meet our first guardian. Man, the first time one of these woke up and started shooting, it was like, what in the world?
I remember that. I remember you playing this game and freaking out on the bridge with all those guardians there.
The bridge?
Or, I mean, there's like a road or something. There was something. Whatever. Either way, I remember it.
Was it the first one, or was it like another area I was
It was
in?
over here somewhere.
Alright, game has saved. The claw chooses where we will go and where we will slay.
Is it a castle-y, ruiny-ish area with sort of a...
This?
maybe?
Good time as any to practice our parrying. I've not done that in quite a while. Free stuff? Ancient screw! What? What are you? Don't be over there gasping. Don't add to my stress.
It's fine. That one's fine. Just climb over the wall. Yes, it is.
Is he the bad guy?
Oh, no.
Teletubby time! Nope, don't have that unlocked. That's actually one of the biggest, when I was putting the list together for all the quests and shrines, the camera is actually one of the biggest, like, roadblocks for a lot of the shrines or quests being done. Did you guys see that? First time! Like 3 years later. What up? Anyone else got anything for me?
Now you're confident.
Yeah. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Big Ugly. Nope. It's alright, batting 500. Please say it's after I got the other one.
That'd be funny.
There was a little cutscene or something.
Yeah.
Or was that just me opening my scope for the first time?
That was you opening your scope.
Sad day. It's like it never happened. It was like it's all a dream.
Can't you maybe go save me? Is this the one? Uh-oh.
I remember trying to hit it with my sword and seeing how much health it had and being like, oh my word, this thing is impossible. Was I too early? I did so good the first time! I remember once in this game, once you learn how to parry consistently, it kind of breaks the game a bit, I think. Because it just,
I never.
they're the biggest enemy that like one hits you.
I never.
You've never learned.
Consistently. Please, not consistent.
I could learn how, I could do wind bombing after I do this shrine.
No.
Yeah, I won't have a paraglider, so I'll just die, but
I'll do the dumb cheaty things.
I'm gonna learn how to wind bomb this run at some point. I mean, probably not tonight. We gotta save it. We gotta hype it up a bit. Because it's gonna be super frustrating and yet super satisfying all at the same time. Like marriage. Yeah, do the link dance, yeah. What's this dance? No. I got to fly up with it!
So maybe go to the shrine.
Blah. Shrines are for the weak.
Maybe save it. So you don't have to fight the first one. That was a good idea.
That make you feel better?
Yes.
Oh, isn't there a free shirt over here?
Do you have the DLC?
Isn't there like a Nintendo Switch shirt?
Something. Maybe. I think. Sounds familiar.
Like I have my one poop in my
You gotta
inventory.
kill this guy.
If I kill this guy, I get my shirt. That's our deal.
Yeah, there it is.
Doing the link dance. Ancient gear. I really grinded his gears.
Oh, goodness.
Well, excuse me, Guardian. How's everyone in chat doing tonight? You guys having fun? Having a good Tuesday? This week is not so busy. Sorry. I wonder if you can bomb this wall. That'd be cool if we had bombs at some point. Is this another live one?
Yes.
Yeah, I was. The first time I was late, I was thinking I was late, and actually it was perfect. And then the other times I got ahead of it too much. So I got no. Oh, isn't there a? When do I get my free shirt?
I don't know. It's somewhere.
Or did those not? Did the DLC stuff not happen until after the? have this. Mr. A Game is currently online. Sorry, Mr. A Game, you can't play two-player with me. That's not how it works. Alright, where is... I guess they don't kick in. Because it should be up here if it was. Alright, bomb time. Bomb, ba bomb, bomb, ba bomb. Bomb, ba bomb, bomb, ba bomb.
Great Plateau. Near shrine.
Oh, this is our first shrine. That's why it's doing all this stuff. I was like, wait.
How do you activate?
Should have just clipped through. No, I'm not doing that nonsense.
I don't know.
Set the skew.
That's dumb. Just play it right.
Go through the wall.
The what?
No,
Alright.
you can't escape the claw. Whee! That's from Liar Liar, right? It works with the camera because you can take yourself off out of frame. It looks a little more stupid when you're just standing in front of a bunch of people at church,
What?
at a funeral.
Yeah.
Oh, to you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Jabaj. In the name of the goddess Hylia for this trial. Bomb trial. My trial is the bomb. I brag to all the other old emaciated monks that my trial is the bomb. And their trials are stupid. No, my trial is magnetic.
I did get it. That was a great movie.
Liar Liar was that probably the peak of the Jim Carrey thing?
Probably.
Like it was a Jim Carrey movie, but it was executed like to the best degree, and then it kind of started jumping the shark after that. Started getting into more sequels and more
Kevin. No. Yeah.
You thinking of Grinch?
Grinch.
Yep.
Yeah, the how was the other guy? Mike Myers?
I thought that was a killer guy from those Halloween movies.
It is. I think. I don't know. I've never actually seen it.
Wow, did you know there was a thing behind this?
What'd you get? Or are you out of slots? Because that's funny too. What happened? I
I'm out of spots.
missed it. Get rid of a stick or two.
But they're my stick. You know from Minecraft how important sticks are to me.
They're not. They're not important.
Remember when I got my first stick?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just throw it. Why are you going so?
I'm gonna
far?
put it up high so it'll be treasured forever and never forgotten. Goodbye, my stick.
Oh
Doop,
my
doop.
God.
Doop, doop.
Ooh.
I almost got it.
That's funny. That you got the your inventory's full thing. That was the one annoying thing about those treasures is
Oh.
you had to exit out.
Yeah,
to get rid of something.
they need to fix that in the sequel. Hello. The bombs, it was an interesting idea because they realized you always need to have weapons so you wouldn't get soft block places. Stick is not better than bacon. Wait, what?
I'm so confused.
Stick is better than bacon?
It's not better than bacon, apparently. Bacon is better, obviously, than most everything.
I tried to do the thing where you,
Didn't work. Oh, good. They have a
I tried to
ladder
do
for
the
you.
thing where you jump. They knew. You've never done this thing before? I'll be patient.
Will you though?
No.
Why'd you throw it?
I was gonna be patient.
You did. It'd be entertaining to see him try to kill a guardian with it though, for like a second until he died. Why are you throwing it? Just set it on.
Why set it? Set it and forget it.
Because you keep missing.
You keep missing. Or see, this is boring. Me trying to throw it for 30 minutes. That's content. I'm ready. Whatever comes around this corner. It's pistons! Oh no! Hey, look! Look, Steph. That ball moves through the air when it's on those. There's a treasure. I wonder if I'll move through the air.
Whee! Ah.
I was gonna laugh if I didn't make it.
You somehow
Since I
messed
didn't
that
have
up.
the angle at all. Like, I have video game skill.
Do you actually do anything with the ball? Oh, you have to do that over there. Eat, like gosh.
Cheetah pumpkin eater. Oh no, Fat Boy's out of stamina. Not.
Just jump on there holding the bomb. Whee! You're gonna not make it.
Oh yeah, you can't actually go over there. You have to.
Climb
I have a present for you. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this present. My own bomb trial.
along.
Bouncy, bouncy.
I ran out of breath.
Did he do like? Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's like yes. I was pushing A. I don't know why I didn't start it. Bing. You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero, and now you are the bomb. I am Jabaj, the creator of this trial. Wouldn't it be creepy if he started moving and then we had to fight him?
Yeah, that would be great.
I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of the goddess Hylia, and dedicated to helping those who seek to defeat Ganon. I
waited.
kind of look like Yoda.
But
With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled!
you got a little too excited with that one.
In the name of the goddess Hylia!
You almost get into a cookie monster there.
They're all the same voice. Grover. Accept this spirit orb, you will. Yes?
There it was. That was more Yoda. What did you
Shiny
put
ball
inside
go
me?
into your chest, Confused, are you?
It's tingly.
Tingly. We all know now. Guys, if you wondered, spirit orbs are tingly. May the goddess yeet! Oh, where'd he go? He's gone!
The goddess needed him.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Amiibo rune.
Oh,
Let's amiibo.
hey, you blow it up.
Dude's gonna come talk to me like, what are you doing over here? I specifically pointed you right to the Magnesis Shrine. It seemed you managed to get your hand on a spirit orb. Well done, sus. How did you know?
Paraglider, please.
Clairvoyance. Oh, or perhaps just something similar. Yeah, ghost powers. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. Man, like all old people, he talks in riddles. But perhaps that is not true for everyone. Oh, the appearance of those towers and the awakening of the shrine is all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. What do you mean? It's been quite some time since I've seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. They were aliens.
Why is it sticking his tongue out at you?
The what?
The
I don't think it's a
face.
face. It's writing. It's an eye.
No, it looks like a face sticking its tongue
Those
out
aren't
at
the
you.
eyes. That's the eye.
Well, I know.
The great power of the wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. Although they do have a lot of frog statues, so maybe that's a frog tongue. But their ancient technology, blah 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 blah. It was in a shrine. You think there are 3 more? That wasn't the deal. Oh. Don't make me mad. I'll change it again. I'll teach you a trick. Look from a high point. Let's see here. There it is. We have to go. Are you joking? We're gonna just play Link as a excuse me, Princess Link from the cartoon this entire time.
I was gonna say Luke
Oh,
from the first.
that's basically what he
Star
is. Afraid not, but do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate. Sheikah slosh blah 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 blah. I'm old. My dictors are falling out.
I'm old.
I can instantly travel. Whoa! I'm gonna travel to Tashi Station to pick up some power converters. There we go. There's the quote. My brain was having trouble with the start of. I've altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Good old Darth Vader. Hey, old man.
Yep.
Boom. Like how I said, what is it after I like how if you didn't destroy that one, it'd just be waiting to shoot you there. Oh no, it's gonna be night soon. What do we do?
Go to bed. Oh wait.
I don't have a bed. Where's my DLC? I want my Nintendo Switch shirt so I can break the immersion. Because if you're wearing a Nintendo Switch shirt, like in this world, it doesn't make any sense.
I get it. Are there any eggs up there?
There's a
You
bird.
hide in a tree.
There's a-
Ooh, a frog. Get it. Get it. Why are you going so slow? You lost it. It's gone.
I was gonna.
There. Get back. Run. Run. Get it.
Hot-footed frog. Hot-footed frogs. Get your hot-footed frogs.
No, don't jump off it.
I'll do what I want.
Well, you could, but then all that frog catching would have been for nothing. Ooh. Aren't you gonna zoom over to the tower? Or...
Yep. Here we go. See ya, dumb skeleton. I was inspired by the butterfly to fly away.
Oh, is that from...
Empire Strikes Back. Darth Vader to Lando Calrissian.
That's what it was. I knew I remembered it.
Do, do, do.
Oh, gosh. Why do they talk like Santa? Oh,
Did
oh,
you
oh.
fly here? Oh ho, so you think an old man like me needs to fly to stay ahead of you?
Yes.
I still have a few tricks left in me. You're a ghost, aren't you? Now then, I wanted you to join me up here so you can use this vantage point.
How was that?
Look through it and stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on the map. I'm gonna stick a pin in your face. The pins on your map serve as reference points. How do you know? Oh ho ho! I know all about your little tablet.
Link woke up with the...
Many years in the wild. You may take my advice or leave it. Go ahead and take a look. All right, let's look through our magical telescope.
So now he's a toddler. What are you doing?
You shut up. You're a toddler. I'm a teenager. There's that one. What? I pushed the button. Oh, wait.
But did you?
I pushed the wrong button. Where's that other one?
back
Do,
one.
do, do, do.
The one you were supposed to start with.
Ba-ba-ba.
No, don't jump down.
I'll do what I want. Well, first, before I do anything,
Talk to him again.
do I do that again?
No.
Bye.
Sorry.
Bye. All right.
Oh, you have to do the number picking thingy.
All right, guys. Which one are we going to next? Let's find out from the claw.
Look, look.
All right. Remove the number and continue. Do, 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 do. Can't spell teenager without anger.
1.
1, which I think is Magnesis. Yep. Magnesis it is. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Let's fall down the thing again and try not to die. Shit it. Shoddy.
Try not to die as you try to die.
Whee! I'll do what I want, woman.
Hey!
You're not my real mom.
You're going the wrong way.
You're going the wrong way. It's right over there.
Oh, okay.
I was going the right way.
Fine, you were going the right way.
You don't even know which way you're going. You can't see me. I'm behind a box. Well, somebody didn't run by the bow and arrow guys on her way to the shrine.
What bow and arrow guy?
The guys on those little hills right in front of the tower thing. Too much work.
There you go. You just need arrows.
There we go. Let's go. I like how they just... that one just killed the other one. Did you see that? Wait. How do I...
You don't have. Oh, you have two.
No, wait. I have it. I was trying Minecraft.
Someone behind you.
Excuse me, sir. You have a feeling I'm going to get a backhand at some point tonight? I would never.
You wouldn't. Yeah.
I can't get rid of my stick, so...
Well, you have the torch that's like a stick.
Yeah. Dear stick, I must leave you somewhere important.
In the fire. Next to the treasure up there.
Yep. You will always be remembered.
It's a treasured stick.
So I dropped you.
I don't remember.
It's like leave without the treasure. All right. I got a sword. What was I going for down there that I...
Goblin guts, food,
I was like in Poco Club, so this sword is better.
all the boxes. That arrow right there.
Free arrows.
That was the one thing whenever
Did you see that Bokoblin hit the other Bokoblin with the rock and kill it? That was pretty amazing.
Whenever I first started playing, you were always like, you always go back and get your arrows.
There's like a whole section of Lord of the Rings that's all about like Legolas going around after the battle and getting arrows so he didn't have to remake them all.
Eat, 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 eat.
That's not fair. No despawning.
You could sleep at the
Dio's
fire
hoping
if
I
you
get
wanted.
smacked apparently. Guys, I'm not one of those people that just sleeps in games and tries to avoid all the baddies. That's where do people get that from?
Really.
Oh, shooting star.
It's too far.
I know, it's off the plateau. Pastime. What if I just slept till tonight? Now I won't get phantoms attacking me. What a beautiful day to go kill something. Oh no, it's all full of water. I can't get across. Actually, if you try to swim across, you will probably...
Try. There's a guy there.
What, this guy?
Oh, bad guy bottom.
I think that's his
Leftovers?
corpse.
Corpse? There we go. Not leftovers.
His leftovers. Yikes. Don't go to a funeral with Steph. I'm glad they did open casket so we could see the leftovers. What? Right? Can I get anything from you? Anything? I bet if I had Cryonis I could. Then I could freeze those leftovers. Heyo. Steph ever invites you over to dinner. Very careful.
This is where the vacuum
I hope they add underwater swimming in the next game.
that'd be
I feel like that was the thing they didn't do at all in this game.
That was fun.
Which there
in,
was so much stuff in this game, it's hard to add more. But
in that one that you played, Skyward Sword. You swam down.
oh, I didn't like that one. Of course, you had to be like
Yeah.
with the. Although I did it with Pro Controller. It wasn't great, but it wasn't quite as bad. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, let's get some magic. We're trapped in this room. I'm in awe. I'm in awe of this shrine. Magnesis. I think I had an aunt who had that. Doctor gave her a lot of medicine.
Sometimes.
I'm gonna have a lot of jokes during this series because I'm starting to pick the controls back up, so I don't have to mentally concentrate on that as much as other games. Looking at you, Horizon Zero Dawn. And I'm
That
not
one had
building
a
stuff.
lot. That one had a lot though.
A lot of controls, yeah. And I'm not building stuff and having to like mentally think of stuff as much. So it's gonna be a lot more free flowing. Totally not a reference to the producer's last name. Alright. I can turn things yellow. Yellow! Oh, this is when you're like, wait. Guys, should we try a different way of getting over than just going through the hole?
Is there a different way?
I bet there could be. It's Breath of the Wild. It's not Breath of the no solutions. I bet I could put this one and slam it to the earth. Get it right again.
Did you just die?
There's a lot of ways to get over. As a ghost, there is no obstacle.
Game
So
over.
that's big brain right there.
That was your over. Your
Return of
game over.
I wish they would be like Return of Ganon. Like Zelda 2. Whenever you die in that game, it has a pig beast pop up and it's like Ganon return. Yeah. How do I
That ledge is big enough.
Come on, there's gotta be a better way. Let's get this one there. Oh yeah, you can get it a little farther away. There we go. That's what I want to do. I want to push it and grab it at the same time.
Who wants to take bets on how long he uses on this? Yeah, but what are you gonna do with the next one?
Oh, I'm gonna
It's
do
not
all.
gonna sit nicely on top of there. It's gonna knock it down. Also, don't you need to go down there and do stuff? Just drop it over there. What are you gonna do?
I'm making a catapult.
Oh, are you standing on it?
Yeah. It's not gonna work at all. I'm gonna die, but it'll be hilarious.
Ouch!
Hey, I'm alive.
You're alive. Eat something.
What's the magic eating button? Nope. Isn't there a shortcut to eat?
No. I don't know. Not that I
Magic
remember.
eating button.
Eat an apple.
Eat an apple.
Million apples. I did not eat an apple today. I had a smoothie.
You didn't eat an apple?
I had a smoothie.
The doctor's gonna come looking for you.
I
You
had
know that's the only way to keep them away.
strawberries and blueberries. But
Let me read Beastman's idea. He had an idea. Plate rotated 90 degrees on the other one and then try to lift the bottom one. Now I think there's like a thing to keep you from doing that. Oh yeah, but I could probably do it. No, because it's touching. You have to. That's why the flying machine has like a weird glitch. Is the way those things connect. But they have a.
Just throw it hard enough.
Yeah.
I mean, and it sounds like in Gilmore Girls. An apple can keep lots of people away if you throw it hard enough.
It's true. It's very true.
Well, there's clothes around it, so I'm trying to figure what it is.
just a little too like shallow. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Maybe not right here.
What are you?
I'm trying to solve this puzzle. How to get across the thing.
The puzzle is move them and Oop, you're bad.
Yeah, that's what you get for hating on my dreams. Oh, oh. No, it's not gonna do it. Is there anything I can set this up? Anything that I can angle this? Guys, I don't think the dream's gonna happen. I mean, maybe. Oh, hold on. I just cheat the system.
See, this is how Dash makes the game last forever. Doing unnecessary things. Well, how is this helpful? What is this doing?
I got an idea. I got an idea. It's probably a terrible idea, but it is an idea. Because I don't see you offering any solutions.
I say go down the hole.
That's a terrible idea. Everyone does that. Nobody spends 30 minutes doing this.
But what is this doing?
It's making us awesome.
I don't know what it's doing. Oh, you're standing on it. You're gonna drop it.
Look, it got me in the hole. I solved it, guys. Oh wait, I do actually get you. If you can bring them with you. Why punch these guys with a box? The guy's on the other end of this. All right. I know what things are. I'm gonna go over the wall instead of through it. Yeah, I couldn't get it to there was stuff in the way the other way. Alright. Nope. Why are you sliding? You don't get to play with gravity. Can I even get here? Oh, that's stupid. Why do they hate my dreams?
Your dreams are.
Careful what your next words are.
Go get the other door.
I don't need the other door. I need this box to let me angle this. And not
The other box.
I'm going to, that's what I'm going to drop on this.
Why are you dropping things?
So I can launch myself.
Well, use the box, climb up it, jump onto there, and then you can't climb the box. And then grab it and flip you. Yeah.
That looks like the perfect setup too, if I can. You're slipping. Nailed it! Look at this though. Look at that! I got it on its side. Speaking of crushing hopes and dreams.
Oh. Do rock
Wow, everything in this shrine is magnetic.
3 things.
What's always funny is I've seen some really complicated ways people have tried to get to that treasure chest up there.
It
What?
worked.
What? What? You got a problem?
It worked.
The Guardian's name was Hopes. We already killed Dreams. Ooh! There we go. Now we're OP. Wow, you can open doors with these powers. if they're on tracks and they happen to be pure metal. There we go. All right, we're gonna get in one more shrine, I think, tonight. I'm not gonna goof off on this one. Probably.
What's the next one? Oh,
Well, I don't
know
know.
what the next
I
one's.
don't know which one's the next one.
Either it's
The claw will decide.
the claw.
You know what? Let's let the claw do that while we go through this annoying cutscene here. Where's my mouse?
Do your Yoda Cookie Monster voice.
Well, he doesn't talk. They just do the thing. Where's my
Cat, go to bed, sweets.
where's my mouse? I was like, why's my mouse not showing
Mm,
up? All right. Claw time.
the claw.
Let's go. So 1 and 2 are gone. It'll be 3 or 4.
3.
So 2, 1, 3 is our order, which means
4 is our last.
stasis. So the one I prepared for first, the cold one, will be the last. All right, gotta go climb some rocks. Skippy, skippy.
Ahoy, hoy. Hey, Bat, how was your thing?
How was watching a podcast when you could have just listened to it on your phone?
Like, how does that even work? Was it like a big audience watching people on a stage, or were you like at a recording studio?
It was a bunch of people crammed into someone's basement.
You just went to some dude's basement.
Well, they were all like, "Hey, welcome to my podcast. Do you need your mails sent to you? Because that's the only thing we know how to advertise on podcasts. Meal delivery services. Are you tired of picking out clothes that you want to wear and like shopping for them? Why don't we force you into subscription service for your clothes? Who's a stage weirdo? Why would you go see a stage weirdo? La da 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 da. You're gonna have some fun with this thing.
Bat went with a friend to this thing, and
You ever seen a metal rock before?
that one. My mom texted me and was like, "Hey, did you hear about that friend?" And then she wouldn't text me back for a really long time, so I thought like she was in an accident or something. And then Bat texted me with a
Opal
picture
is
of
not a worthy treasure.
when she got beat up by a kid at school. A 5-year-old.
Oh, wow. No, why my DLC chests are not here.
Because you have to.
Did it say I had to complete the plateau?
Actually, I didn't finish reading.
Surprise, surprise. Who here is as shocked as I am that Steph didn't read all of a 2-paragraph article?
Well, it didn't. That's not how I looked it up. I texted where were they, but.
What? I'm not doing anything stupid. I promise.
Oh, you're gonna kill yourself. Did you save?
Save what? Oh gosh! Woohoo! Quarter heart! Genius! I'm a genius. I am so smart. S-M-R-T. I want to eat a fish. I'm gonna eat a fish. I'm still not okay. All right, we're going this way. GQ the gamer, ready? Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Hey, there's no full health one-shot protection for stupidity though. You can definitely die without
This isn't.
You can definitely die from falling with full health. That's the one-shot thing is for enemies. Oh no!
Wait, is this like a
You stupid choo-choo! I'm gonna have to use a whole, like, unlimited bomb to kill these guys. And strike!
purchase them, they should be here, but it's not
What are you talking about?
your DLC chest.
I thought you just needed like connect it on the internet. Oh. It'll be like 3/4 of the way through the game, and the round bombs won't be there because we are having fun playing Breath of the Wild. I have not played this in about 3 years, and figure I'd start a playthrough of it that could kind of go off and on until the new game comes out. And it's been a lot of fun.
Josh gets distracted easily.
That's the point of this game. This game is called Distraction the Video Game,
Not
as opposed to Cutscene the Video Game.
use the metal doors for nonsense for an hour.
I'm pretty sure this game is literally called Breath of the Use Metal Doors for Nonsense for an Hour.
Okay.
No, I don't use that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to...
Hydrate.
Where's my...
I'm getting a drink.
I wanted to do my axe.
My axe.
Okay. It's him!
Hyrule Herb.
Thank you for the hydrate, GQ the Gamer. How was your night? What were you playing? Can we get a shout out for GQ the Gamer
I don't
in
know how
chat?
to do that. How do you do it?
Exclamation point SO and then their name.
Exclamation point.
You started
SO.
play of Master Mode recently. Oh, nice. Yes, found Hyrule Herb. Our favorite guy. I'm imagining Hyrule Herb has a mustache. Maybe it's kind of wispy like the stalk of the Hyrule Herb.
I don't think I did it right. Is there
You
spaces?
didn't bad dance right?
Banjo Kazooie.
Are you a Banjo fan or a Kazooie fan? If you had to throw one of them into lava, which one would it be?
Which one is which?
These are the questions I don't think.
Which one is which?
Banjo's the bear with the banjo,
I don't have the sense
and Kazooie is the bird
with the Kazooie.
with... Does the bird have a kazoo?
It has a beak.
It has a beak?
Well, the bird.
Like birds have beaks. Ooh, look at all the arrows I have. What if I shot this? What if physics existed?
What's that? Oh, it's.
I keep hitting the...
What is that?
What? It's a lantern.
Oh. Why is it dancing?
Because I'm hitting it instead of the rope.
There you go.
What?
What is happening? Just killed him.
No. There's blue bokoblins in
Just
there.
tease him. It's fine.
There's blue bokoblins in there. Oh, oh!
It's gonna stop.
Aw.
It's
Wind!
moving backwards. Why didn't you blow it up with the
Wind!
red one?
I tried to blow it up with the lantern.
The lantern did nothing. I had fun till the last 45 minutes. Uh-oh. What happened the last 45 minutes? Why are you wasting your arrows?
I have infinity on my bow.
That's not a thing on here.
You never had the bow of light, did you?
Oh,
Yes, you did. You beat the game, didn't you?
yeah. Oh, then maybe I did, but I can't get it.
Trick shot.
Bounce it off to school. Oh, goodness. Thought you said you were gonna focus.
I said I was going to focus at the shrine. I didn't say anything about the way to the shrine. Check your facts.
Check the boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to be very sneaky. We're going to go over here. You can't 100% the game because of a glitch? Oh,
Aw.
that stinks.
Don't jump.
This place is
Uh-oh,
way
bat.
less scary when there's not a...
Bat.
That's not a bat, that's a
Oh,
butterfly.
it's a butterfly.
Or it's a batterfly.
Butterfly.
New game, guys, we're going to play. Bat or butterfly? You decide. They look so much alike.
Ah, it's nighttime. Butterflies are not usually out. That's why I thought it was a bat.
Well, you know, here. They don't see me.
Alright.
You don't know I'm
This
here.
is what I did at the beginning of the game. Just go over and throw bombs inside.
These eye holes are perfect for dropping bombs. I want to know why that stupid thing didn't explode.
Okay, why are you looking at the screen that way?
Ooh, go look. Ow,
Uh,
that was rude.
you need to arrow him.
Why don't I do that?
Arrowed.
Shotty. That wasn't a headshot. That was.
Hit an enemy's head with an arrow to form a critical hit.
Got my first, there's a blue one.
No.
It's a blue lizard.
It's a lizard.
It's not, I know it's not a lizard.
The bokoblins are just
The
like
what?
Bokoblins?
Bokoblin?
Bokoblins?
You keep calling it a buck hoblin.
Bok. You backed up. It's like, dude, what? There. Pick up my free stuff. Just
Come on, buddy. I left you a present. You see it?
Getting a little.
He's gonna go kick it.
He's not. There you got a question mark. Hey, buddy. Come closer.
Come on.
He's yelling at you. Dude, no. You're gonna shoot the wall. There you go. One more.
Oh, well, don't cry yourself to sleep. Enjoy us getting one more shrine and then doing memes of the week instead.
If we ever get there.
We're gonna get there! Oh, you of little faith. I'm halfway there. Wait.
Oh, living on a prayer.
What do I have here that I can throw away? Nope.
Yeah, you wall, I'm mad at you.
Let's get a sword. Let's get a treasure. Fire arrow. We will save that.
One more jiggy,
Getting jiggy with it.
like Will Smith?
Except
What?
apparently he couldn't get the jiggy with it
Jiggy with it?
because of the glitch.
Um,
Link can
don't
only
forget to get the
can only
treasure.
carry like 2 or 3 bows, but can carry 1,700 monster parts.
Did you get the treasure inside?
Yeah,
Okay, just making sure.
the real treasure was the friends we made along the way. Didn't you see that? Let's go! Should I whistle sprint and annoy everyone?
Not an actual whistle.
What's up, losers?
Oh. Totally okay.
I got it. I got this.
Oh yeah, you're food already.
I want to go. Oh, I need to go to the old man's place.
Why?
I want to see the old man.
Seriously.
He's my friend.
Get the shrine.
But if I cook his thing, I can get his free thing.
Huh?
If I cook the thing, I get the free thing.
Oh, are you talking about when he teaches you a recipe?
Yeah, although I need to
little
kill an
cabin?
animal. Yep. His cabin's right over there.
Oh. I think I forgot to go to the cabin last time.
I thought I was gonna get it. Mount Rushroom.
Save those.
No.
Oh, is this where I went and looked in the bees?
Yep.
One time?
And I made a short of it and put that dramatic music and made a voiceover of Daruk saying that they were going to take out Ganon with bees. Classic.
So watch out for the bees. All you're doing is alerting them instead of killing them.
Seems pretty dead.
What is now?
He seems pretty dead to me. Oh wait, I can do this.
Throw a weapon at them.
Beware, we quiet. Well, I have the handle, but I also have You were supposed to wake up. I have my handles, but they're basically my channels. And on our main Dad and Cat, I have a custom URL already. But I can add that. Which, by the way, if you don't know, YouTube's rolling out a thing called handles. So most of your favorite channels you can find by just going to like youtube.com/@ and then the name that they
That
picked
is
for their
a really
handle.
big bone.
It's a gigantic
They
steak.
take that from the sandworm dinosaur thing.
Throwing spear, your inventory,
inventory's
your
full.
urine inventory.
Yeah. Goodbye.
It's gonna be up there waiting for me.
Throwing spear.
What?
Throwing spear.
Right there. Bees?
Those bees
There are bees. Hold on. Wait.
Nope.
How do I? What's the arrow change? I threw the spear. What's the button to change the arrows?
I don't know. Go there and equip. That's what I
What?
would do.
No. I did.
Is that it? Go to a special chest.
It is. Bomb arrows. Now I can explodey everyone. What's the shortcut for changing the,
Arrows? I have no idea. I was not very good at using those.
Okay, apparently I figured it out. Have a good night. Thanks for the raid.
Night.
Alright, let's go. Let's go get this shrine done so Steph will stop complaining. I can't get the thing because I don't have meat.
Get some meat.
Well, the meat is in the forest.
We're in the forest.
The forest is on the other side of the plateau.
Chop down a tree.
No, the forest to get to the meat is on the other side of the plateau.
So he doesn't have you do this right now?
You can do it. It's
You chop down a tree and
But
walk
I
over
need-
it.
no, not that. That's not the forest. That's just a ledge. You play through the whole thing without figuring out you can quick change. Yeah, it's nice. The quick changes once you remember the buttons. I got a pepper. I've got that. I just need meat. So I could run and go get it, I
You
guess.
have meat right there.
It's cooked already. You can't put it in a recipe. It wouldn't retain the flavor because it's already been seared. Any chef would know that, Steph.
Well, he has you chop down a tree. Doesn't that help you go get?
It helps me go across that ravine and climb up to the shrine. But now I gotta go get
Not
meat
meat
because you
over
told
there?
me to. No,
Didn't I tell you to do the shrine?
you heard it. She told me to go get the meat. She told me. I told you this was gonna be a fun. Imagine if we were doing master mode.
Kill it.
That's a squirrel. They don't have meat. At least.
Oh, wow.
So Dino's been keeps asking about seeing squirrels outside and asking if he can eat them. So I told him that his nana, my mom, when she was growing up in
Arkansas.
the southern, one of the northernmost southern states, they had to cook and kill. Her dad would hunt like raccoon and squirrels and stuff, and she would have to cook them. So I told him to ask her to cook him a squirrel the next time he talks to her. So I'm waiting for that one. That'll be fun. This is the kind of important, groundbreaking stuff we talk about on our walks outside. How to, who to ask to cook squirrel for you.
Not me.
Yeah, you're a terrible squirrel cook.
I never cooked a squirrel, but I don't want to.
That's
Get
why.
the butterfly.
I love those. Hey, buddy. I was like, what's he doing? I'm just gonna hit him in the head. Give me your leftovers. We have a new term for monster parts. Steph gave us the term leftovers, so we're going with that now.
I actually said it when you were talking about a guardian, so it was slightly less terrible sounding.
Gotta go over here and kill a wild boar. Although it'd be easier since I have arrows.
There's
Sus.
a thing.
It's a conflagration of gnats. Where am I? Queens, New York? Trash day? So many gnats. There's a couple things over here. One is there's a... Nope.
What are you doing?
A magnesine. Come on. What are you doing? Yeah!
The funniest one is when you find them under a rock and then you just drop the rock on them and they're like, don't go in there, it's deadly.
It's filled. Is there a like plane over here or something? I know there's the one thing over by the that I catapulted off of. Neat. Oh, is that a cork over here? Right here.
Probably.
Ouch! Why must hurt me? Why? Hey, it's my slingshot. My catapult. Whee! Catapult time! Oh, out of breath. Seriously, where did it all reset? Is it back in the lake over here?
Probably.
Give me the giant plank. This is why when Minecraft uses the term planks, I get all confused, because this is what I think of when I think of a plank. Not like a small bit of a cut log. Oh. One of the reasons I think this game kept people playing and invested and enjoying it so much, though, was they did such a good job with the physics engine of kind of making things generally, if you think they can work, they work, which is not something that's always been true of video games. Like, you can tell you're locked out of doing things the way that you think would be fun to do.
Nice arrows.
More like nice arrows. What? That's all good. Where's my food? Is there not a shortcut for food?
No. You never have a shortcut for food. You always have to go to the menu, right?
I feel like that's a lot to ask me.
That's why I didn't do
I need the food on my hotbar so I can just eat it whenever I need.
Ah! Squirrel. Or.
Oh, I actually need him.
Yeah.
Good night. Are you drunk?
Oh.
Leftovers. friend's over there sleeping still.
Not a
Dude, I just murdered your friend.
Not a very good friend.
If your friend won't even wake up when you get murdered, what kind of friend is that? We're not friends. We just serve on the same patrol unit together. Don't know why everybody always assumes. Alright, there's a pigeon. Can have some squab. Sus.
Good job. Go team. Only 5 million more left to go. Funny
Every time. 90% of the time, it's funny every time. Oh, where's that big...
There, right there. Get closer because you have a weak bow, so it's not gonna die right away.
You have a weak bow.
I don't have a bow.
Good night.
Just go up on it and kill it with your sword.
I'm watching it run like a crazy.
Go.
That one. Why? Don't know.
Are there no deer?
Well, there's no streams of water. We know how the deer pant for streams of water. Ooh. Acorn. Guess he's not up here. Hello?
Good thing you despawn.
Thing should work. Oh, hello.
Flint.
Little thing. Can make fires.
Hidey hole.
So they're trying to teach you there. Hold on. That you can take the flint. Really get amazed. Why? It's supposed to spark a fire.
Maybe you're not supposed to use the axe.
An axe is metal.
You got the butterfly. There we go. You got a
I
butterfly.
didn't forget it.
No one ever suspects a butterfly.
The butterfly.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another piggy. Why are you running away, Pumbaa?
Got a big pig too. Oi!
Jeez.
Oh,
Not cool, man. I saw another one. A little too late.
there's a lizard next to me.
Didn't know you could grab a lizard while holding a bow
Bow.
completely tight.
Like, super.
Let's go. Let's find. Get our meat. Let's get our meat. Might as well just grab a lizard while you're there.
Are there only pigs in this forest?
Yeah.
Hey, there's a Korok in there too. What are you doing?
Oh, I think so. There was a Korok.
Yeah, the flower.
I thought it was one of those like Winnie the Pooh Koroks.
Winnie the Pooh. What?
There's sometimes in trees these little like honey pot looking acorns, like giant acorn things. I call them Winnie the Pooh Koroks.
Makes sense.
Yay, more Korok poop. Oh gosh.
There's a pig too. Hey, you did it!
First time! Let's go. It'd be funny if it dropped nothing. Let's go, let's go. Alright, we're gonna go give the guy his thing. We're gonna get our shirts. The shirt I was gonna get from the guy.
Oh, he gives you
My warm doublet.
Yeah.
Double.
Barbecue time?
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
He's sleeping.
Remember, that's his buddy.
In the
Just
daytime?
sleep in there. Yeah, they're kind of lazy.
What a punk. I don't know if he's asleep. Looks like he's paying attention to something.
The one that was laying down? He looks like
No, he was on. Got a rusty sword.
Ew, so you give him tetanus?
Yep, he died of tetanus. Let it be known heretofore that he died of tetanus. His jaw locked straight up. Oh, no one there to kill. They already killed them. That is one fun thing. There's no blood moons while you're on the Great Plateau, because the game has enough memory to track all the enemies on the plateau, so you don't start getting them until you leave and you start having to clear up resources.
Warm double.
Double. Warm double. Double. I feel like Kat called it something really funny.
Probably there was a lot of stuff she said.
Warm doublet. You're gonna get a warm doublet.
I don't know where you're going.
Yeah, I'm going to the guy. Remember, I do the
thing
I
with
do
the
the MLG clutch jump grab Tom Cruise style over here.
MLG? Oh, Major
Wait.
League.
Didn't even get to do the catch. Just too good that time.
I feel like the first time you didn't know what you were doing.
We gonna have you're gonna have your own doublet. You're gonna get it now. You're gonna like it. And you're gonna skip through the meadow.
Oh, wink.
Whee! I do always like doing this though.
Chopping down the grass.
Nope.
Killing bad guys.
Yep.
Ooh, shoot the,
Shh, don't say what I'm gonna do. Wouldn't it be nice if you were dead? You stupid bokoblins.
Look at him run! Look at him run!
Poor direction to run. I love those guys. They're so stupid. Yeet. No, he did. Leftovers.
Don't
See,
forget
now
your
these
honey.
are leftovers. My honey's right here beside me.
Oh,
No.
wait. Oh, there.
Honey. Now we can go get a bear. That is one of the. If we get, as soon as we get near one of the bear locations on our random quests, I will be trying to ride a bear around.
Doing that the whole time.
That's another reason why I love this game. You find a bear in the wild, and it's like, hey, you can ride it.
Spoilers. What did we spoil?
That we're gonna like the. Oh, you spoiling my. Hey, I'm gonna do something really fun.
Oh.
And then you're like, hey, you should do the really fun thing.
Yeah. Really? You're using the right time to pick which.
I didn't see this the first time through. Well, I want another axe because they're good for chopping. You can quickly chop barrels.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
what you're doing. I thought you were trying to pick something to hit those jars with. I was like, just hit it.
Even hints like there's a spicy pepper.
Read the book.
If you read the thing, the guy's like, I used to have this delicious recipe. It was so good. Blah 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 blah. And then you're like, I'm gonna cook something. All right.
You sure you remember it right?
Let's see. We want some fish. We want some pepper, spicy seafood, and meat skewer, I think. Does it have mushrooms?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I've
this
got a
one's pretty
spare
simple.
meat and a spare pepper and a spare fish, so I can try this and then go. I ran by you and you jumped on it. There's actually a quest, you probably found it, that you have to ride a deer onto a certain platform.
I don't remember that one.
It's over at near Zora's domain area. Hey, old guy. Old guy, I got your food. I got your food. Shall we meet again? What are you doing? I'm headed home for the day. How about you, all not here? Overworking yourself is no good, so go ahead and take a rest in my bed if you need to. That's creepy, man. Like, first I nap, sleeping in a proper bed should really rejuvenate you.
Hint, 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 hint.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Creepy old man.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna sleep. Sleep so we don't get phantoms. Ooh, sunflowers. Ooh,
Some mushrooms.
mushrooms. Ooh, barrel. Remember I was like, axes are so good for breaking barrels, and then I'm using a sword.
Well, it was also a rusty sword.
Rusty shackle sword.
Rusty sword.
This is bad.
That's his bed. That's what he wants to sleep in and be all comfortable.
You can tell he's a ghost because he's like, here's my bed. Like, I'm sure no human with an actual body actually sleeps in that.
Stranger danger. Exactly. So dramatic. Is he that dramatic every time? He's
Who?
not.
Ooh.
When he wakes up.
Oh, wait.
Blink.
I need him to come over here.
Night.
Get over here, old man.
Why are you...
I want the old man to get over here so I can talk to him and give him his food.
Poor Zelda is living in limbo.
Well, her ghost dad is over here.
And her ghost dad is being
Not just
all
giving me the paraglider.
childish And...
I cooked something. Hey, I cooked something, man. Wait, is that... That looks just like my signature perfect dish. Spicy meat and seafood fry. How did you... Well, I suppose that is not important. Can I trouble you? Of course, how can I have forgotten? Yes, give me the warm doublet. Yeah, let's go. You don't need it anymore because you know the recipe. Because you're old. Except you're a ghost, so it's going to fall right through you onto the ground.
Don't eat it yet.
Where'd my clothes? I'm not going to eat anything. I got proper clothing. You know what? Let's head up in the morning. Now we can go wherever we want. Except for off the Great Plateau.
Okay, well, while you're gonna waste time for a little bit.
I'm not going to waste time. Should I save the third shrine for next time?
I don't care. I don't
Should I end right here on this epic scene? We got to go up there, guys. Next time. Because we got to do memes. And I've gone way over. All right, I got 2 shrines on the plateau done in 2 hours. Perfect. I don't know why I'm going inside. It doesn't really matter where I save and quit. But we're going to do memes. Now that Steph's finally gone. Save. And return to title screen. Let's go. Oh, I wonder if I have to download the DLC to this Switch. I bet I haven't done that. Ow. All right, closing my claw machine. We've done a couple shrines. Randomizer had us go bomb, and then magnesis, and then stasis. So that's what we've been doing so far. But now, I want my computer screen back. Let's go to memes of the week. Oh, I gotta upload some. Are they on they're on my computer. I'm trying to remember where I put. Sometimes I do the memes on my phone, and sometimes I do them on the computer. This week was a computer. This week's theme for memes of the week was Mario. Mario Galaxy specifically. Because it was the 15th anniversary of Mario Galaxy, and this picture is not necessary. I think all the rest of the memes. All right, go. Upload. Boom.
Did you say your memes weren't necessary?
No, I had to download a picture of one to upload it to the meme format,
Oh, yeah.
and well, things got out of hand.
Wrong one. There you go.
There we go. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Switch. All right, here we go. Memes of the week. First up, Zumdewald. with his idea, The Guardians of the Super Mario Galaxy, with Chris Pratt as Mario. Although he then, in the comments, said, I would have been funnier if I had said, with Mario as Chris Pratt. Very nice. We got our Guardians of the Super Mario Galaxy in all their glory.
Dino calls him Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Like Kratts Creatures.
Yeah.
Or Wild Kratts, whatever the dino would know them from.
Yeah, Wild Kratts.
Wild Kratts. Very nice, Zumdewald. Strong start. Oh, is it easier to see here? All right, I'm just going to keep it on the littler window. Mario Galaxy, cause of the extinction of the race of Starbits, because they were all eaten by the hungry Lumas. So they could transform. I've got a meme about that later.
Bet.
SWAT cats? No, wild Kratts.
What's a SWAT
Kratts creatures. Zubumafu. They had another name for one of their series.
Zubumafu?
They're animal people that have been on PBS shows for forever. Zubumafu. That was like a lemur that helped them talk to animals or something. Yes, you had to feed all the Starbits. I don't think the Starbits are living things, though. They're just bits, like material. So I don't feel like they're extinct. I'm not sure. We'll decide. Are the Lumas just hungry to eat galactic rocks, or are they genocidal maniacs? You decide this week on Memes of the Week. Thanks to Dio for presenting us with that moral quandary. All right. Is this one going to get cut off? Mario Galaxy, gravity is optional, except when you need it, then it pushes you into the black hole. That's like, it's not there, it's not there. Oh no, I'm going too far. No way I can get back. Zubileezy, okay, you're going way too far back there.
Yeah.
This would be like early 2000s PBS. You think these moral quandaries constantly. Yeah, you need the Velociraptor. Wondering. Yes, it does seem that gravity shows up at some of the worst times in Mario Galaxy. Which, by the way, might be my favorite 3D Mario game ever. It's really good. 2 is also good, but, I mean, the first one just really set the mark. I did like Odyssey. I feel like a lot of people have cooled on their love of Odyssey since it came out. But I liked it.
I liked it.
I probably like Galaxy better. It was kind of one of the things that got me back into playing video games after college.
That Doc McStuffins?
There was a Doc McStuffins about what? About Starbits going extinct?
Moral quandaries? I don't know. I haven't watched Doc McStuffins in a long time. Cat stopped watching it after a while.
Yeah. I was surprised they never had a crossover with Doc McStuffins and Toy Story. Because that seemed like that was just built to happen.
That would have been fun.
All right. Dio has another important question. Rosalina has a crown. Why don't we call her Princess Rosalina? Is she a princess or is she a queen? Because she seems more like she's the big boss in charge. So she might be the queen.
Or didn't she get the stethoscope from her mom?
The origin of her magic stethoscope. Oh, did her mom like kill someone and make it magical? Is it like a Horcrux?
I really don't know.
Dr. McStuffin's stethoscope is a Horcrux. Pass it on, internet. Do your thing. Why don't we call her Princess Rosalina? That's true. That's true. That's true.
Not that dark.
I think it's because she's like a queen. She's like
Yeah.
the one in charge.
Yeah.
She's nobody's princess. Plus, you know, that whole like, it's not cool to be a princess. You have to be like above that now. If you're an empowered woman.
Aren't princesses pretty powerful though? I mean, I guess not really.
She got bigger somehow in the last picture. Super Mario Galaxy, the cause of our questioning the Mario multiverse, inconsistent use of gravitational forces, and implications of the time dilation due to space travel. Yeah, there is really no time shift at all with Mario's traveling through the galaxy. I don't think the gravitational is that inconsistent. It seems pretty consistent in universe. You know, if there's glowy things around it, it has gravity. And if there's not, then it doesn't.
Exactly.
But obviously, in reality, planetary objects this small would not exert gravity that you could run on in real life. Your version 1 of that was a huge spoiler. Are there really spoilers for Mario Galaxy since it's like, you know, like 15 years old now? That was the anniversary, the reason why we're doing Memes of the Week. Can you
Oh
spoil
my
something
gosh,
that's 15 years
'cause
old?
Caleb was a puppy. Oh, Caleb.
Fun. Rosalina and the Lumas. Aliens. There
Did
he
I not
is.
own a brush?
You don't need to own a brush when you know the secret that everything was aliens. It does have some major like makeup thing going on they put on for the camera there.
That's
Dio, always thinking, trying to help out Nintendo's business side. Was this a mismarketing opportunity? Super Mario, Samsung Galaxy. Yeah, I don't think Samsung likes Nintendo that much. I guess their computers are all PCs, so they don't really do Nintendo games. The gravity would depend on what the plane is made of. Yeah, it could be made of gravitonium, which makes magical gravity no matter how small the planet is. What?
What's gravitonium?
It's an element that if you have it in a concentration, it creates more gravity than other elements.
Is it from a movie?
I'm pretty sure I just made it up.
Okay.
It probably exists in a movie, though. I don't know what it would exist from.
I don't know.
But
There's
there it
always
is.
elements being made up.
All right. Don't know if she's here. I know we had a double time change happen on her. But for Kate's, she has submitted, do you want 2D side-scrolling Mario? No, thank you. She wants 3D nausea-inducing Mario. Sorry I didn't make that big. There we go.
Yeah, Marvel did.
Does it have gravitonium? Yeah, I know there's Gravitron. That's a bad guy. But I can't remember if gravitonium was a thing in there. 2D side-scrolling or 3D nausea-inducing. That's the mole guy,
Is this
isn't
where
it?
we retell the story of Caleb?
No, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
We're not there yet. Because now we're to my memes.
Oh, okay.
So you know that's coming up here. Oh, it's the first one too. Because I just sort of grab them from the file and upload, so I never know the order. Perfect. Perfect segue. Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii, 15 years. It's not just the best 3D Mario game ever. It also made my dog throw up on bat. So I got this game like when it released, but we were leaving to go visit in Nebraska, Steph's family. So we were at Bat's house, and
And
I was playing it because I just got it, and I was like, I want to play this game that I just got.
And our dog was this cute little puppy.
And our little pug, he was about what, 3 months, 2 months old, 3 months old. He was with us, and he was watching it on a bigger TV, and apparently he got motion sick from watching
After
me
all the
play,
driving and then playing.
and just he was sitting on Bat, and so every time we talk about Mario Galaxy, the story comes up of it made our dog throw up on Steph's sister. So
It was really funny.
always funny. It's not just the games that always make them your favorite. Sometimes it's the memories of what happened with them.
Oh, poor Caleb.
Galaxy 2 in space. Everyone can hear you scream. Woohoo! I saw an alien thing and I was like, I could make a Mario Galaxy meme
It
out of
was
that.
gross. I believe I went and got paper towels for you or something. You were fine.
Scream, wahoo!
Yippee!
Yippee! And oh no!
Oh, no.
Wah! Get them all in. Good old Mario. All right. This is the one I had to upload a picture for. This is also relevant for today, playing Breath of the Wild. See, I'm tying it in. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. We have the hungry Luma on the left and Hestu on the right. they're the same picture.
They have a similar dancing song thingy too.
I totally think Hestu was, they were like, let's rip off the Lumas from there. Like, there's no way that was not part of their mind. And the star bits, like Korok seeds, you use them to expand.
Starbits are not poop though.
Are they?
Are they planet poop?
They're star poop. Are they Luma poop and then they eat them?
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's worse.
that's
This
a
is
moral
getting gross.
quandary. We are all over the moral universe tonight.
Ugh.
Disgusting. It's all good. Hope I
What'd you
didn't break-
break?
It's all good.
Controller.
Pro controller fell off the table. This is how the Mario universe gets into the Zelda universe.
That'd be funny. Have
You
Breath
know
of
what
the
threw me
Wild
off
and
the most,
Mario.
though, of Age of Calamity was Hestu's voice.
Mm.
It sounds much more like a 10-year-old boy than with a really high voice.
Weird.
Like the 10-year-old boy cartoon voice that would be voiced by like a lady.
Oh yeah.
That's basically what Hestu sounds like in the game, which is really weird. I thought he would, he's a lot larger broccoli than the other ones. All right. If you know, you know. Years of therapy cannot undo this level's harm.
I don't remember.
You gotta do it faster.
Oh, is that like a robot guy?
People who played Mario Galaxy know. There's a couple of these levels where these bombs appear in these things. You need to throw them at trash, and they're timed. And there's a harder one that, especially on the original Wii, was like, so difficult. I feel like I spent more time on that than any other like level in the entire game. But it was a lot. I felt it was easier on the Switch, or maybe I just gotten better at games. I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah. That one is very, very frustrating. Yeah, he has been playing through that. Delta Dave. Gotta do it faster. That guy just like yelling at you, like, you know what? This is your job, man. Why don't you go do it if it has to be done so fast? Stupid robot. Here it is, guys. The level that almost made Kat never play Mario again. So we actually tried to do when 3D All Stars came out. We had a short series where Kat was playing through this. We literally sat down for like an hour and a half for her to finish this level because she just could not get the whole balancing thing right. And then I basically speed edited all of them out and just like counted how many times she fell. But she was like wanting to quit so bad and never play Mario again. I don't think that's the final time she played that level, but it wasn't getting a lot of views, so we, didn't keep playing it on there. And then I picked it up and played it on my own when I got tired of trying to play Sunshine and like breezed through and got a whole bunch of it done on my own because it was so much fun to play.
Sunshine looked like it was gonna be fun, and then it was.
The controls are just not great, but I thought the port of Mario Galaxy was really fun. In fact, I think, it's normal Pooh Bear to play Mario Galaxy on the Wii, but it's Posh Pooh to play Mario Galaxy on the Switch without getting carpal tunnel, because you had a button instead of having to shake the remote to do Mario's little twirl thing.
Yeah.
You just pushed a button. It was so nice. And they also did instead of the Wiimote, you just held the R button and kind of moved your the controller around to aim the gyro to aim it on screen. It was really nice to play. I really hope they put out Mario Galaxy 2 on Switch before it's all said and done. I feel like though they would have done it already, but Nintendo's weird. They just don't seem to get that people want to play their games, and why not have them all on the current system? They almost got there with the Wii U Virtual Console, and then they were like, "Yeah, get rid of it. We're going to do a subscription service." But we're not going to complain about that. We're praising Mario Galaxy on Wii.
Still haven't played Galaxy 2.
I have it. I've beaten it. I just haven't. I didn't ever end up 100% in it, I don't think, because life.
I don't remember what that one was.
I don't know. I don't know why, but life. All right. Last one. Fitting since the Sonic game came out today. Mario Galaxy might have only made you motion sick, but Sonic Galaxy does what Nintendo don't. This is the one that will actually make you throw up, because Sonic games are sort of vomit-inducing on their own to try to watch. I've heard mixed things on the new Sonic game.
The one that's supposed to be like open or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like every time I've seen a Sonic game, it feels like, even when I played it back on the 2D versions back on like Sega Genesis at a friend's house, it felt like they were trying to make a Mario game but make it seem like it wasn't a Mario game, and then it wasn't as enjoyable as a Mario game, if that makes any sense. I feel like that's how I always kind of felt about Sonic games. As opposed to like Donkey Kong Country, which also did the 2D platformer thing and intentionally changed things from the Mario formula, but did it in a very fun and like challenging way. Like the Sonic one is just, I don't know, it's too floaty. I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah. So that is memes of the week for tonight.
I only played Sonic at my orthodontist office.
Dio says, NSO, you can play these old games, but don't expect your favorites or the emulation to be good. Although I've heard it's gotten better. I don't know. A lot of people, I don't know. I'm not like a purist who is analyzing things frame by frame and like, oh, the input delay was like 0.0006 milliseconds longer than on the original. And like, I'm not an elite enough gamer to mess with all that stuff. So things like that don't bother me as much. But obviously some things, like there were some visual errors when the 64 games came out that I think they've ended up patching, but were pretty noticeable. It just feels like it wouldn't be that hard, you would think, if they were able to bring over Wii games and bring over Wii U games to the Switch, which they've done with a ton of them. Why can't they bring over the Virtual Console games that were already playable on the Wii U to the Switch? Like, it can't be that big of a jump. But anyways, I digress. All right, guys, that does it for Memes of the Week. Hope you guys enjoyed the start of our Breath of the Wild series. We are playing, we'll be playing it off and on. I'm already having a lot of fun with it. If you didn't tell, we're doing a randomized order. So first we're starting we did a random order for the Plateau Shrines, which we've still got a couple of because I'm a goofball and wasted time on stupid things. But then once we're off the plateau, we'll be doing random numbers picked that determine which quest we'll do. So that'll be a lot of fun. All right, let's find someone to raid.
It's a raid.
It's a little later than normal too. Let's see who is on. We got started a little late tonight. Sorry about that, guys. Let's raid. Let me check if he's doing. Yeah, we haven't raided him in a while. Let's raid Bear Trap. He's playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And head over there. So we're gonna see Bear Trap. He plays a lot of Mario and a lot of like Mario Kart, Smash, a lot of viewer games. Sometimes Zelda. So hope you guys have a great night. And thanks for submitting memes of the week. Hopefully I'll have a theme for you guys here in the next day or two for next week.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.